You're listening to 1069 Click FM, live in color.
Welcome to another stupid sports show. Blah 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 blah. Least knowledgeable sports YouTuber Jim B. Hi and everything. I gotta get something for you real quick. I'll be right back. Yeah, take a look at this thing. Oh yeah, the Jamal Khashoggi Memorial Grand Prix is going on this morning, isn't it? Yeah. So, this thing is now living the sweet life in here, and yet the highlight of his day every day is going outside to lick the porch. And I don't even have like a real porch. I just have like a rectangular block of cement that happens to have a couple other smaller rectangular blocks of cement in front of it. But every morning, this guy feels the need to go out and lick it clean. Just know that if you're not at a point in your life where you feel the need to start every day by going out and licking the porch, then you're really doing all right. No, I'm totally up for the updates, to hear how Max Verstappen eventually, or inevitably actually, came from behind to win. Feel free to bring him in. Absolutely, Luke. Hey, we are nothing if not about sharing the information here. And speaking of information to be shared, yeah, I noticed that Xavier is beating up on their former Big East rival Pittsburgh. It was by a good number, last that I checked. We are here for the women's tournament in NCAA. Oh, Daddy Fernando is starting second? All right. Oh, for those of you who don't know, there's a guy named Fernando Alonso. He's been around since basically forever. And he signed with a new team, Aston Martin, did super well in the first race of the season, and now apparently has gotten a second in the grid position for the upcoming Jamal Khashoggi Memorial Grand Prix. Thank you for the reminder, William. I knew I forgot something. Lights out and away we go. Well, Tyler and Useless and Foster, Sean. Oh, we got all sorts of a crowd coming in here this morning. The enthusiasm for basketball on a day like today, oh boy, it cannot be understated. Especially since I sat through the last 10 minutes of the Church of God trying to talk to me about the church Jesus built, and it really made me think that I want to legit start up my own church. Oh, you're out west, my man. Okay. Cool. Now, that's all right, Foster. Unpacking takes forever. It is the bane of human existence, especially during moving. Yeah. Take your time and don't forget to take breaks, because that'll wear you out quick. All right. Now, South Carolina, I believe they are the defending women's champion in basketball, and they have met up with South Florida out of the American Conference. Ooh. We'll keep our fingers crossed for an upset. Oh no. And then he gets a penalty. Friggin' fantastic. Currently, Logan informs you that the Badgers are 0-6 on three-pointers, but are dominating in the paint and leading by 3 at halftime. Cool. Yeah, it's Wisconsin Liberty in the NIT. That's also going on right now, along with the College Basketball Invitational, which is this other third tournament that I had never heard of before, wondering what happened to San Jose State after they bounced Nevada from the Mountain West tournament. Oh, hello, Mathtron. Oh, you got tickets to that? Nice. Enjoy it. Enjoy, man. And Alonso gets the 5-second penalty confirmed. Yeah, that's a shame. All right, and meanwhile, Princeton, yes, they are in the Sweet 16. I watched more of that game than I probably should have last night and this morning, and it looked like a hard-fought game, to be honest, between Princeton and Missouri. It seemed like there was never a very big swing as far as points in the lead, you know? So, like, no shame to Missouri. I'm just concerned now for Princeton and who they play next. Who do they play next? I've already forgotten. Like, I stopped looking at my bracket because it got busted in every conceivable way possible. I do have Princeton making the Elite Eight, so maybe if that can happen, I can end this tournament on a high note. Okay, so apparently this is going to be a battle of size. South Carolina is said to be one of the tallest teams in the nation. All right. And we will start with a possession win by the Gamecocks, which will swing the possession arrow over to the Bulls. Waiting outside the rim, just inside the arc, trying a little bit of a jumper. Unfortunately, South Florida cannot handle the rebound, but they do steal it away in the paint. So if you had a steal on your card, mark that off. Meanwhile, down the other end of the court, ball ends up out of bounds. Still South Florida's ball. And the two McLarens are 19th and 20th. Is that team by chance Tennessee, Foster? It's okay if it is. You know, you're allowed to root for your teams here. And damn, South Florida not able to get any good position. They lose the ball out of bounds, and just like that, South Carolina ball again. Yeah, I have a feeling there's a number of people who will. Uh-oh. Well, we got our first foul of the game, and it is on South Florida. Just so you know, as I discovered this morning, women's college basketball rules are a little different. Team's fifth foul, that automatically puts their opponent into two-shot territory for every foul. But the counter resets at the end of every quarter. So Princeton's opponent for the next round is to be determined. Yeah, holy crap. South Carolina got an offensive foul, and that'll be a turnover for them. if it goes Tennessee's way, are they going to disassemble the whole basketball assembly and throw the pieces out of the arena? Is it going to be that close? All right, South Florida playing South Carolina very tightly, but as I say it, one shot over a defender's head leads to the first points of the game for the Gamecocks. All right. But meanwhile, South Florida is able to answer with a three of their own. Just as I was about to say, they looked like they were having trouble dealing with South Carolina's defense. They'll hand up on the near side of the three-point arc. They'll try to sky it in, but not able to control it, end up losing the ball out of bounds. South Florida ball. Anywhere in Houston and Knoxville is fair game. That's fair. Oh, USA did pull it off against Venezuela. Apparently, they're going to play Cuba in the next round of the World Baseball Classic. Oh, thank you for the update, Tyler. Errant pass by South Florida will turn the ball over, meanwhile, to South Carolina. Liberty is just throwing up terrible three-point shots, and it's hilarious. I mean, I'm glad that the Golden State Warriors were able to create the oddity that is the constant three-point shooting team, but not everybody has to be South Carolina. I'd honestly, and I do not mean this in a bad way, it's just that I noticed a lot of people trying to copy her delivery and their style and her personality rather than letting their own unique facets serve them. There was a period in the Chicago comedy community when it seemed like there were a majority of women who wanted to either imitate or be Tina Fey. And that crossover rolls out, even with the contact rebound by South Florida. They're going to take their time, not do a complete fast break, then cut in the paint and extend the lead to 3. Okay, just so you know, South Florida got here by beating Marquette's women's team in a game that went to overtime. Going passy around the world, trying to work their way into the paint. And even with the size, that one does not fall. They do draw the foul, though, on South Florida. So all right, first one gets made for South Carolina. That puts them up into the magic number of 3. Second attempt coming. It rims out. South Florida grabs the rebound on the far side of the court. Hanging around the point, a couple of quick exchanges. Coming in from the far side of the paint, looking for the baseline 3, and it dink, dunk falls. South Florida now up 8-3 on South Carolina. And meanwhile, South Carolina skies a 3 of their own with coverage in front. And a fantastic just screech to a halt in the lane for a simple floater. That is Bulls 10, Gamecocks 6. We're down to, about 5 minutes to go in this first quarter. From just beyond the foul line, yet a nice little jumper. puts the lead down to 2. Stepping back for the 3. Unfortunately, it hits the rim. However, does reset the shot clock. South Florida looking for some position on the far side of the court. They cannot get it. They will start moving back toward the center, driving into the edge of the paint. Cannot get the proper angle or distance, and easy rebound for South Carolina. Ball working its way back down to the near side of the court. Now just about outside the foul line, they step back for another 3 that misses. Off the backboard, feeding it down deep in South Florida. And that's a block. They also managed to save it from falling out of bounds. South Carolina takes it down the court, gets the shot, gets the basket, and won. And just like that, game is tied. Whew. All right, so I need to check on a few things on the list real quick. We have had a steal. We have had a block. I haven't seen a player fall into the cheer section / photographers. And Angie, unfortunately, after she saw that I was going to be in here early today, socked herself out in the kitchen and has decided to never come in here again. Lap 8 and Max is up into the points paying positions, and Hamilton is being investigated for waving on the straight. Okay, that is a race thing that I have never heard before. F1. Oh, other keyboard. Right. F1. Waving on the straight. Oh, weaving on the street. On the straights. Okay. Okay, so that's an official warning to Hamilton for weaving on the straight. Even in the article that I just read about it, they mentioned Lewis Hamilton doing it before at another race back in 2010. So, yeah. Points for consistency, Lewis. Points for consistency. Oops, that was a goof. We went into this media timeout tied at 10. Although the Gamecocks will have a possible 3-point play ahead. Oh yeah. And before I forget, today's show is sponsored by Sioux City Sarsaparilla. And it's the only root beer that's guaranteed to make you go vagina. All sorts of chaos, yeah. Lap 10, it's currently Perez, Alonso, and Russell. Okadoke. All right, South Florida now up to 3 fouls. They missed the 3-point play, but to make up for it, they're playing some suffocating coverage up near midcourt. Yeah, they do not want to allow them any any room to move inside the arc, so instead South Florida will sky a 3, manage to get the rebound, but not get everything behind the shot, and South Carolina is moving the other way once again. They will do the passy-passy around the world, setting up behind the far side of the arc, now heading back to the top, looking inside. A sea of green jerseyed arms go up, and not one of them is able to get it. It bounces back on the outside to South Carolina. Shot clock has reset. They're trying that same play again. They'll have to throw it back out of charge to the inside, and an easy steal from just not looking during a dribble, and a miss on wide open from right inside the paint. Oh my God, finally the tie is broken by South Carolina. It is now 12-10. 2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Alright, now the South Florida Bulls trying to find their way in. Those giant wingspans of South Carolina making it difficult to find a lane in, and pass attempt to get near the baseline flew out of bounds instead. So, South Carolina ball. Badgers are now down 46-48 with 14 to go in the second half. Oh, you have card 11, Leif? All right. What you have missed so far, I will get to at the next stoppage. And just like that, we get our first jump ball of the game. And jump ball, I believe, is our free space. So you can feel free to check that off, because those are just as inevitable as the damn tide in basketball. And just like that, South Florida sinks another 3 to get up by 1. We are down to 1:30 to go in the game. South Carolina trying to quicken the pace, stifle any momentum. Resetting from the top of the arc is number 25, directing traffic. She moves around to the near side, throws it back up to the point, number 12, and they miss that pass. It goes off of the backboard. A minor scramble for the ball gets down into South Florida's hands again. And then a missed dribble. Oh, and holy shit, they called traveling. And that is traveling that I'd never seen before. Player dove for the ball, and the fact that they rolled over to make the throw made it a travel. Okay. All right. Oh, meanwhile, over in the NIT, it's Morehead State versus UAB. We fight for Morehead. Officially 1:02 to go in the first. Wow. And Buffalo is already getting destroyed by Boston. Oh dear. Yeah. Glad I skipped that. Honestly, I think that is worth putting on the rare list. I haven't gotten too many things on there, but rolling on the ground for a travel does sound like it belongs on the rare list, Leif. So that's going to be on there. Y'all can check off a rare space of your choice on the card. Luke, when you say pit window open, I'm guessing there's some kind of rule that I wasn't aware of that they can't pit until a certain number of laps, or what? Hang on. F1 pit window. We're still on commercial break right now. Oh, it's just the point at which it would be beneficial for a team to pit. Okay. Gotcha. Alright, thank you. Explanations? So, just so I'm wondering, in these racing, do they usually have access to the same diagnostic information that teams do, or are they mostly going off of just educated guesses? And now Liberty has started to randomly foul. And damn, the coach was trying to call timeout. Before the traveling violation got whistled. Did they get it taken care of? Okay, apparently they have reviewed it and there is no traveling, but we learned, so I'm keeping that rare space. South Florida finally takes it into the paint, and it falls with the foul. Wow. Fantastic. And the three-point play is completed. 16-12 South Florida now. 3-0 Boston already? Oh, damn. Throw in the damn towel. My goodness. And even with all their size, they cannot get into the paint against South Florida. They have been struggling with it. I did not expect it. Wisconsin has already reached the double bonus. 5 seconds to go. They're taking their time. Just looking to end the quarter on their terms. That's it. Not give South Carolina another chance to get the ball. So, wow. First quarter is over and South Florida is leading. Oh boy. Oh, okay, there's the... Very nice. And why does this still look weird? Oh, that would explain it. That would definitely explain it. Yeah, I am definitely still got some kinks to work out. And to remember to turn off certain things at certain points during the stream. Oh, Mexi? I'm doing good, just taking in some women's basketball this morning, although we're trying to keep track of a whole lot of things. We got some men's basketball, NIT action with Wisconsin and Liberty. Pitt and Xavier are Also happening, Xavier was beating the hell out of Pitt last I checked. And there's also the Jamal Khashoggi Memorial Grand Prix that's going on right now. Fernando Alonso is getting in his own way with dumb penalties, but so is Lewis Hamilton, so nothing seems to be really changing there. NCAA. Oh, yeah, it's now in the second half, and Xavier is leading Pitt 53-40. Oh. Yep, that hurts. Oh yeah, they're also advertising assisted living communities to me this morning because apparently they think that I'm the person who's already trying to shove their parent into a home. Nice. Meanwhile, Lance Stroll has DNF'd. Sainz overcuts Stroll, gains 3 seconds on him. Alright, and later on today we are going to have not only Kentucky and Kansas State, but also 6:45 tonight I'll be live again for FDU versus Florida Atlantic. The game of the underdogs. One Cinderella story will end tonight. And I know we can't put them up against Alabama just on a prayer. A second quarter, and we got another shot that goes nowhere. That jump ball is going to go, I think, back to the Gamecocks. So oh wait, that wasn't a possession arrow, it was something else, but for some reason Florida has the ball right now. That little hook from inside the paint goes off the back of the rim, bounces out. South Carolina getting around the arc once again. South Florida playing some stingy defense, and they're willing to let the big center stand at the foul line, not believing they can shoot. Finally, 25 pulls up just past the foul arc. Easy rebound for South Florida, now coming up the near court. Oh, yeah, that layup by Johansson, too much on it. Goes right into the hands of a waiting South Carolina defender. And they'll reset from... Now the Gamecocks will reset from mid-court. From just inside the arc, an easy 2. Alonso serves his penalty under the safety car and holds on to second. Wow. Also keep in mind they are in South Carolina right now, so... Yeah. So the crowd is absolutely bonkers right now, as one would imagine. And Wilson gets a block of her own on the inside for South Florida. It's still Gamecocks ball, but now they'll have a little less time to work with. All right. And another one refuses to fall. Meanwhile, we're in the second quarter. Man, South Carolina is just having a horrid time. Nothing is falling for them. And it's currently 18-14. The Bulls over the Gamecocks. 7:18 to go in the second quarter. This is very strange. Verstappen has moved up to 4th. And thus the prophecy is fulfilled. First shot falls. Next point will come in. Crowd cheers as apparently someone that they like and respect is now in the game. Oh, that one for 2 from the baseline off the back side of the backboard. Get some quick approach. And the foul will be on South Florida, trying to draw the charge, but apparently didn't get her feet planted in time, and that's foul number 2 for South Florida this quarter. And Breezy Hall that is now going to the line. Second foul on Ariel Woodson there. An opportunity to complete that 3-point play. Does not fall though. Oh, there is a lane violation on somebody, so it's going to shoot again. And this time she makes it. And the Gamecocks take the lead for the first time since the first quarter. And oh yeah, that is some excited fans down there in Charleston. Oh, hello, Tim. I knew you'd be glad to see your Bruins doing their usual magic. I have another safety car. Wow. Yeah, ugh. That's rough. And meanwhile, the Grand Prix is back under the green flag. Fadeaway jumper from the baseline puts South Carolina back on top. All right, now number 25 looking for a gap. Oh, damn, another foul on South Florida. Damn. It's on the floor foul, but it's getting the Bulls closer and closer to giving their opponent just automatic free throw shots. Not sure what they were thinking of on that one, letting her just approach the paint like that and take an easy shot. That's probably something good that I should also do. And we have a steal. Gamecocks driving the other way. She is fouled, but she missed that layup so bad. But, oh. That is not going to help, and I already can feel the game slowing to a crawl when I see what USF might be forced to do just to stay in this game. All right. Second one will fall as well. South Florida needing to get something in. They tease the 3-shot prep. South Carolina is not fooled. Then we have a Brino. She fakes the look. And that one doesn't fall either. Now we'll have another bit of setup and look around by South Carolina, tapping their invisible watches on their wrists. Now get a switch up in the positioning. They'll throw it underneath. Oh, and there it is. Player pleads case to the ref. If you have player pleads case to the ref, hello, Ron T. Mark it off on your card. Oh, God. She went over the back. Even though she got mostly ball, it ended up coming down on Victoria's body. First shot misses, though. And now the Gamecocks are automatically in bonus plus territory. They automatically get 2 shots no matter what kind of foul USF commits for the rest of this quarter. And that is going to hurt for the next 5 minutes. They don't make the second shot either, but do control the rebound. A decent effort by Cook. But we'll end up in a jump ball. Possession arrow gives it to South Carolina. And oh my God, I don't think the Gamecocks have a single foul in this quarter so far. This is going to get brutal for them, isn't it? It is. It definitely is. So, meanwhile, while we're on a little break here, I am just going to flip around for a little bit to see if there is anything else that I should be aware of. Okay. We could check in on Liberty, Wisconsin. As Logan made it seem like such an exciting time. Ooh, it's now 62-60 with 6:22 left in the second half. And now Verstappen into the podium positions. Great. Wisconsin has gotten to the line. I think Liberty is at 9 fouls, so that puts Wisconsin pretty firmly in bonus territory. They get both shots. And it is tied, folks. Apparently Stephen Karl is still on the bench for Wisconsin for some reason. I'm guessing foul trouble. Get a decent attempt by number 22 to drive in. He will go for it again, using his player as a pick. Forced to bail it in the zone. Rebound gets taken by Robinson, and the foul. And it's on a shot, so they will go to the line for 2. That one looks like it's going to be an exciting ending. We'll check in once again with South Florida, South Carolina. Oh, American Idol is still on. Some things will never end. And Perez, Alonso, Verstappen. Verstappen takes Alonso. Red Bull 1-2. Oh, I am shocked. I am shocked and stunned. Well, yeah, no, but oh. All right, officially 4:43 to go. Gamecocks are throwing in. They'll throw it right inside the paint, past the foul line, drive in again, skied off the board, but we'll get the rebound. And yep, offensive foul. Damn. Oh, jeez. Love it, love it, love it. Gamecocks are officially up to 2 fouls, by the way. And a great shot, reverse underneath. No, that was just a beautiful little shot right there. Puts the Bulls back within 1. South Carolina trying to work inside again, and finally they get a point in the paint. Leah Boston now at 7 points, 5 rebounds. Jump shot blocked from just inside the arc. Layup missed on other way on the floor, but the follow-up is good, and the lead is extended to 27 for the Gamecocks. And Verstappen has set the fastest lap. We've also had a few other things crossed off. South Carolina got to the bonus first, so you could check that off wherever it is on your card. We have had traveling called, so that one goes off. We have had a few words from our sponsors, so get that in there. I'm willing to put that underhanded no-look hook under the basket for how did that go in, because that was just a lovely shot. We've had a steal, we've had a block. We haven't had breaking news overshadow the action, and we've had a single rare space get checked. So those are all we've had so far. I had heard about that this morning, Logan. Like, didn't it officially happen for like a 5th or a 6th round pick? Meanwhile, there's a strip that South Carolina was trying to do another rush down the court. South Florida, with about 2.5 minutes to go in the first half, looking for a way in, and will get tripped up. Meanwhile, steal from South Florida just to Alvarez getting in the defense on that 3, but the follow-up is good from number 3. Yeah, South Florida is not giving up on this one. I had missed a shot that South Carolina made, by the way. Oh. Oh, they're down 1 with 3:50 to go. And there's another 2 for the Gamecocks. Lead is back up to 7. I'll probably switch over to that, Logan, as soon as this goes to the halftime, because we only got a minute 25 here. And then, just like that, a fierce double team leads to South Carolina ball. Whew. Oh, we are at a minute 17 to go in the half, and South Carolina has called a timeout. Perez has 5 seconds on Verstappen, who has 4 seconds on Alonso. Wow, a 39-game winning streak. They're highlighting Aaliyah Boston and how they were willing to just leave her alone, even though she's a nationally recognized player in women's collegiate sports. Okay, like I said, that is an option. She has 9 points so far, 7 rebounds. So we could already have a double-double coming for Aaliyah Boston. Meanwhile, Albon is going to DNF at the Grand Prix. Boston handing it off. That baseline floater will just bounce off the back of the iron. South Florida taking it into the near side. Running along the arc. Looking for number 3. That was a nice shot over Boston's head. Cut the deficit to 5. Oh. Fantastic. And 1 for 2 gets sunk by Cook. Now 33 to 26. 14 seconds to go. And a 3 from South Florida to close out the half. Wow. For as well as South Carolina played, and they were able to reclaim the lead in that half, South Florida, well, they don't look like they are going to give up anytime soon. I kind of like that. Yep, a free throw and 3 assists to get a double-double. Meanwhile, we're on lap 30 of 50 in the Khashoggi Memorial Grand Prix. Perez sets fast at lap, keeps it for 5 seconds before Max retakes it. Because of course he does. Wouldn't expect anything less from you, Max. Oh, alright. I think this is a good start to the sports today. I'm going to take a little pause for the cause. Because it feels like that kind of time. Although I should probably also make sure that the music can actually be played in this thing. Yes. That would be smart. So anyway, thank you all for being here, every single one of you. And we've got Haas and Sargent having a battle on the track right now. There's all sorts of sports happening today. We'll try to sort through it all when we get back. This is another stupid sports show on 106.9 Click FM. Smoke if you got 'em. Unfortunately, Leif, no, she did not jump up on the table. I picked her up because I thought we needed a cat, and she hadn't been disturbed yet today. So, just pressing my luck best I can. So right now, I'm waiting for South Carolina and South Florida to resume. I'm checking out the last 24 seconds of Wisconsin Liberty in the second round of the NIT tournament, and yeah. Wisconsin has called timeout. They're looking for that one great play, even with the great extra tip in. Yeah. There they are at the free throw line. Oh, no wonder they're so willing to foul them. Okay. Xavier's still up by 14 over Pitt with 3:55 to go in that one. Second one sinks and now is officially a 2-point lead for Wisconsin over Liberty. Substitutions are made. I'm assuming Liberty... Do they have a timeout left? I think they do. We'll take a timeout and extend this even farther than it did before. Possibly as soon as they get across half court. Nope, they're going to be running the play. Down to 15 seconds. We got our dude number 2 looking for a spot. And unfortunately, they're not going to be able to find it. Even with the extra pressure, they were looking for the jump ball. But instead, it's a foul. And it looks like Wisconsin is going to hang on and win this one. Unless they do something really, really stupid in these final 6 seconds. The ghosts of Bill Wirtz, Harold Ballard, Jerry Richardson, and Marge Schott plan to visit Dan Snyder to convince him to change his ways. And don't forget Ken Behring. Alright, it's a 3-point game now for Wisconsin. And they will call a timeout. Of course. And Hugh Culverhouse. Yeah, it's gonna be a real crowded night, it sounds like it at that point. I mean, like, they're not even going to... Each of those spirits isn't even going to get a full hour with Dan Snyder. It's just going to be like that slapping train in the movie Airplane, you know? Oh, people just lining up to just pummel him for 5 seconds. In the story, there were only 4, so you could only pick 4. Nah. But honestly, they probably wouldn't. They would just give him all the advice they could on how to get out of trouble, while still getting a shitload of money. Second free throw falls, and is officially a 2-possession game for Liberty. The 3 does not fall, and Wisconsin will move on to the next round of the NIT. Meanwhile, over in what I assume is South Florida and South Carolina, a commercial break. That's cool. Gives me time to set up my thingies. Oh yeah, I can get rid of that too. Fantastic. They will play either Oregon or the University of Central Florida. Verstappen is claiming there is an issue with his car and that he's having trouble shifting. Okay, and after... It was engine failure that put him in 15th during qualifying. Am I right, Logan? Nope, no game yet. Just Midwest Stone Source. Your source for stones. In Rockford. Nope, not going to say it out loud. Not going to put it out into the universe. Nope. Not one bit. I know Ron is already having fun clipping me these days. I don't need to give him any extra ammo. Oh, and there's the Aaliyah Boston video promo package. She's the 2022 National Player of the Year. Impressive. Carolyn Peck and Courtney Lyle on the commentary. And honestly, so far the commentary has been great. It's also been very helpful. So, you should pay better attention for clippableness. Yes, that's exactly what I meant. Oh. Only the true Messiah denies his own divinity. No idea but if Logan knows, but I can tell you at the engine qualifying for him. Perez complaining about his brake. 10 laps to go. Ooh. Information from Logan. If they're racing Formula 1 type cars, they operate with gear paddle system on their wheels. Those types of transmissions he considers to be troublesome. Okay. Damn. Got a little bit of penetration, but just could not get the shot off inside the paint. Now South Florida trying to spread out the... No, South Carolina, forgive me, trying to spread out the South Florida defense. Once again using that ploy of casual handoff for 3, but this time it does not fall. Oh, Perez issue is corrected. Still 33-29, same score it was at the end of the first half. Giannou is up one-on-one with Aaliyah Boston, and eventually that got saved, and then even though the ball got poked away, South Carolina's ball. Okay, that certainly happened. Point is, still South Carolina ball, and they have the possession arrow now. So I should probably indicate that. Mid-range hits the rim. Starting to get a little pressure from South Carolina in the forward part of the court. Kick out went to nobody. And the ball gets poked away. It will stay with South Florida, though. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Still Perez, Verstappen, Alonso, 4.5 seconds in the first gap and 14 3/4 seconds in the second gap. That jumper is just off, but foul will go take number 55 to the free throw line. That is Brito, who will be going there for South Florida. I did not catch the name of who was getting the foul for the Gamecocks. Apparently this is her first points of the game because they were putting up her stats from the Marquette scores Marquette game as she was going to the line. All right. Drains the free throws though. Alright, there's Aaliyah directing traffic from just beyond the foul line. Throw it back out to beyond the near side of the arc. Aaliyah on the screen, setting up for number 1, who gets a nice mid-range jumper. Puts the lead up to 35-31. And Zaya Cook. A nice effort by South Florida, but all for naught. 41 coming the other way for the Gamecocks, and there was definitely a foul in there. A little bit of frustration now coming. Whew. Damn. Alonso has 5 seconds on Russell in 4th. First shot goes in. Oh boy, they're gonna keep one of their foul trouble players in on South Florida. They have 3 right now, and we're still well over 7 minutes to go in this third quarter. So South Florida doing the passy around the world. Ball is briefly poked away, but not enough strength on that throw. Like it was a contested shot. Ahead to Cook with the layup. And with that, will be a timeout called by South Florida, and I do not blame them. It is the biggest lead that South Carolina has had all game, 8 points. Now let me check the card real quick. All right. All right, my card is completely borked, and I can't even read what the... Okay. I need to rework the spacing on that entry. Oh, Jesus, that hurt my eyes so bad. Oof. Well... All right. Oh, we have a moment. Hey. Oh. Hey. If you know what you just voted for stopping for driver of the day, that's why you feel sick. I thought there was something serious going on. Don't scare me like that. Those F1 car transmissions can be real finicky because if you don't shift them at the right time, they can grind together and wear out the teeth on the gears, cause slippage. Oh, thanks, Luke. I picked it up at one of the few cons that I went to years ago. Yeah, we're still waiting on that. We're still waiting on this game to come back. Let's go check around. Well, Pittsburgh apparently has pulled within 9 of Xavier with a minute to go. Oh, yeah, that's right. Now that we're in the second round, the games are all actually kind of spaced out. Except for at the evening. But there's nothing more going on the men's side until 1:40 with Kentucky and Kansas State. Now over on the women's side, yeah, right now, this is the only one that's going, and Georgia, Iowa doesn't start until 2. All right, they're doing the looks at the highlights right now. South Carolina has 6 blocks to Florida's 3 at the moment. 13 fast break points for Carolina as well. And a good job getting in there by number 5. Never giving up. Has 14 points in the game so far. But South Carolina is ready to answer. Oh, and that pass nearly given up. He launches a long 3 after watching her pick get destroyed. And Shaneke now has her 3rd foul. Oh boy. "14 points, but 3 fouls. And has the second team foul, by the way, for South Florida. And now that lead, it is 10. It's a 10-2 run that's been going on for the last 3 minutes for South Carolina. That 3-pointer from the baseline bounces and falls right into the hands of South Carolina. I want to say guards, but I still don't understand how the position naming works in basketball. That one's off target from the top of the key. Leah Boston's attempt does falls, and finally the 3rd one goes in with the foul. Oh, they are. I can see the crowd is. We have got happy crowds. Just they're showing the camera on them right now, and people are just. They are like, they have this attitude of, what are you going to do now? Yes. And 5 laps remain. And Alonso could get his 100th podium, which would tie him with Vettel and Schumacher. Cool. Let's hope it sticks then. All right. Let's take a quick look, see if I am missing anything else. Oh yes, the game that the NHL Network really wanted me to watch. Capitals versus the Wild. It's 2-0 Wild. And it's 4-0 Bruins over the Sabres. That game's in the second period, but yeah, Capitals are already down 2-0 in the first, 13:04 to go. Yeah, I think we can mark off happy crowds. Definitely. It was kind of inevitable. Like I said, it's the South Carolina Gamecocks, and they're playing in Charleston, South Carolina. So Yeah. Oh, William got bingo? All right, I have you down as card number 6. Oh, I think I see it. Happy crowds, how did that go in? Steal, a rare, and a word from our sponsors. Very nice. All right, we got the first bingo of today. Congratulations, William. All right, is there anything going on in the NBA right now? Oh, not for another hour when we'll have the Suns and the Thunder. And the Nuggets and the Nets. Wow, Nuggets, Nets, that has the potential to get real ugly. And I mean real ugly, real fast. Oh. Ooh. Aston Martin just told Alonso to pull out by 5 seconds to be safe, but they believe they are good. Final lap. And we are also back. South Carolina now leads by 12 against South Florida. There's some kind of intense discussion. Oh, God. Did we also get a technical or a flagrant? Wait. What the hell just happened? Oh, yeah. South Florida's obviously up to 3. This is the first one. But does make the second one. Oh. It's because the... just grabbed her by the leg. No play on the ball. Okay. See what they were going for. And she makes up for it by diving for that rebound before anybody else can. Alright, we're at about 4.5 to go. South Florida sending it around the arc. South Carolina content to let them. And they travel just as they were getting close. Oh boy. Oh, they got outscored 21-13 by South Carolina in the second quarter. Oh. Oh. You slept during the game? Honestly, that was probably the best choice you could have made, MKI. Yeah. Oh man. And just the brutal rejection by Saxton as Brito tries to drive in. Oh. Saxton has 4 blocks for South Carolina today. Oh boy, my hopes for South Florida had diminished, but they are still making some nice threes. Elena Seneke getting that 3. She's still out on the floor. I see her there near the foul line. Now on Boston, just outside the arc. Rolls and round and out, that shot does. And South Florida going back down the court. We're at about just above 3 minutes to go. And a on-floor foul to Aaliyah Boston, her second and the team's second for this half, I believe. Oh my god, they're in bonus already, are they? Okay. A nice move, but it doesn't drop. And I've just been waiting for number 12 to just drive in and, use that reach to get an easy point in the paint. And then she did it. And another block. Those are 19 blocks that they have made in this game so far. Oh yeah, I also saw that Laramie Tunsil got his exception, and he is becoming a highest paid offensive tackle. So, yeah. Good luck, Houston. Oh, she overshot that 3-point attempt. Come the Gamecocks the other way, and they leave somebody wide open for a 3 that bounces off the rim and out. Rebound by number 15. Second attempt that she gets does fall. And we have reached 50. 14-point lead for the Gamecocks. A kick out fails to fall. And they, all the time, and they miss it twice. And South Florida fails to get the rebound. Oh no. That's why I thought it was the third foul. Why did they move it away? And Brielle will get the ball back on that rebound. That 3 does not fall, but once again, Gamecocks get the rebound. And they're just going to stand up at the top, think about things for a moment. Only 6 seconds on the shot clock are left. So we'll get a kick out. But they completely ran out of time. Just no awareness whatsoever. Shot clock violation is a turnover. Oh. Hey, Angie. You gonna help somebody get bingo? Yeah, MKI, that game was a snoozer. Absolutely. Yep. And if you have Angie jumps up on the table on your bingo card, mark that off. All right. Get the attention you desire. Second chance basket doesn't fall either. South Florida will get the rebound. Now officially 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Hey, John. Hope the day is treating you well. Meanwhile, of course, Max Verstappen took fastest lap on the final lap. If he gets another penalty, he might get his 100th podium. Alright, Zai Cook will come in on the last play, I think, of the third quarter. And they're just sort of all waiting at midcourt. Screen will come around. That wasn't a foul, was it? They're going to check the clock to make sure they have the correct time for this. 0.7 is now listed. Wait, the Coyotes... The Coyotes won last night? Let me see my NHL scores. Oh my god, they did! The Blackhawks did not screw up their tank. And it should be about 2-3, 2-2. Alright, see you. See you when you get back. And of course, they put 2.1. A catch and shoot. And it hits. Damn. Oh boy. Oh yeah, no, now you're big mad because I put you down, didn't I? Oh dear. Oh, this could be an ugly last 10 minutes. All right. Oh, you're just gonna sit in front of me the entire time too? Make it more difficult? Yeah, she did it earlier, Leif. Oh God. Yeah, but who knows? Maybe they'll just completely screw up his development as a player, to pick a random example. But I hope that wouldn't happen. I had a feeling that was about to come out of your mouth, Leif. So we'll go to card number 11. There's Angie jumps on the table. We have word from our sponsors. Player pleads case to the ref. Steal, and how did that go in? There's the bingo for Leif. Congratulations, man. All right. These cards are working out well so far. Here's a couple of things that I'm going to be adding in for tonight's game, just because of rules differences and how fouls and shots work in the men's and women's game, but should remain relatively the same for tonight, which for the record is going to be 6:45 p.m. Fairleigh Dickinson versus Florida Atlantic. I can tell that you're excited about that, Angie. Nope. She is waiting for the Sweet 16, which is going to have San Diego State versus Alabama. You also look very optimistic about San Diego State's chances. We're also counting down to tip-off for... Oh, I recognize Caitlin Clark. I saw her for a couple of times when I was watching the Iowa team play. We've also got Georgia, Iowa going on today in women's basketball. Over-under has been achieved. All right. All right, here we are. The winner of this game will play the winner of UCLA Oklahoma, by the way. Zaya Cook's shot is short. USF will get the rebound. Chineke works her way to the foul line, kicks it back out to the arc. Now we go in the passy around the world. Minjianu just has not been able to make anything land today. I think she might have more fouls than points right now, or they're very close anyway. And even when they don't fall, they can just burst in and take the rebound, except when they just throw the pass off target out of bounds. You know, little details like that. Oh yeah. I am not sure what the Alabama team did this year, but apparently they just impressed a lot of people. Oh, you have San Diego State pulling off the upset. So see, Angie, John believes in San Diego State. She remains unimpressed. Really? Well, I think I had heard about Thielen. He was supposed to be like working out for them at some point this weekend. But I hadn't heard any further developments on DJ Chark. Damn, and that was just an ugly rejection. Whew. Yeah, I think we'll all be better off if we kind of just let this game drift away. Because, yeah, we have got an obvious imbalance between these two teams. That three does not fall. Easy rebound for number 15. A missed dribble on the inside, but still stolen back rather quickly. And Bree Hall will get another bucket. No points for USF in the last 6-12, and they're definitely not going to get them with turnovers like that. The lead is officially 20. 7 minutes to go in the fourth. And now they're starting to fight their way in. Just muscle their way in. And they have forced another early timeout out of South Florida. 6:53 to go in the fourth. And I think it's a good demonstration of why the South Carolina Gamecocks are the number one women's team in the nation. Whew. Okay, just to let you know what that is, Logan. It's if there is a play where a player is either a few inches over the line, that would either put him out of bounds or make him go for a three-pointer to a two-pointer. One of those. if there's anything else I particularly missed at the moment. Oh, let's see. Sports Illustrated wants to put DJ Chark on the Cowboys. Jason Katz from Pro Football Network claims that his best fits would be Vikings, the Cowboys, and the Panthers. All right. Let me see if I can find anything as a further news. Because I looked this morning and it was all sorts of people, you know, like begging their teams to, you know, sign DJ Chark. I'm just kind of holding my breath and waiting for the moment when he goes away. DJ Chark, DJ Chark, DJ Chark, DJ Chark. Oh, they claim it's Dove Kleiman, who may or may not exist, attempting to get claim existence of an ESPN report that attempts are being made for both those receivers. Honestly, seems plausible. But we will wait. We will wait. Exactly, MKI. I would miss the joke, but I'm sure that you all would enjoy me not having an excuse for the moment to put that earworm back in your heads. Oh, wow. Now the crowd is getting cranky that the double team that South Carolina put on resulted in South Florida getting the ball back. Oh, and now they're going to get pissed about that elbow that Boston took just now. They don't even make that 24-second shot clock. Ooh. Boston, I saw Boston checking her chin on that one. She might have caught a head or a random elbow or something. Alright, easy rebound off the attempt that time. We're at 6 minutes to go in this game. Deficit is 22. But oh boy, South Florida looks like they are getting worn out from having to keep up with this. And she traveled. Holy shit, they called traveling. Yeah. I gotta be honest, the holy shit they call traveling is just in there so I remember to have it for if when I do NBA games. Yeah. This is serious. We can make you delirious. You should have a healthy fear of us, 'cause too much of us is dangerous. So dangerous. So dangerous. My whole entire unit is dangerous. Well, do I have room to fit one more song into tomorrow night's playlist? We have another takeaway, an easy bucket, which gets them up to 63 now. Yeah, there's been a lot going on. Oh, jeez, they're just bodying them out of forward progression. Having to make all kinds of wild, desperate hooks and off-balance shots just to try to get an open look at the basket. Seeking ninth straight Sweet 16 appearance. I think they safely have that, graphics man. I think they safely have it. All right, now would probably be a good time to okay. So far, no real double-double chant that I see come up. Unfortunately, now Aston Martin, only 17 points off their total points from last season after just the second race, which included a DNF. So they're having a turnaround, you say, Luke. Cool. First free throw falls. Second one finally does too. And poor South Florida has had to keep a lot of their starters in just to give themselves the best chance. And yeah, they are getting bodied out there. A rare open three rims out. And South Carolina coming down the floor again. Under 3 minutes to go. That's what happens when you bring in Daddy Alonso. Boston with the simple shot. Oh, nope, we got a double-double. Aaliyah Boston just got her first career double-double. So mark that off on your cards. Wait, do I have that on any of my cards? Oh my gosh, South Florida actually scored a basket. Good for them. And the clock stops at 2:10. Oh, that was no, that's somebody else's card. That's somebody who actually got it. Oh, cool, I got bingo. Cool. They call traveling double-double, jump ball, word from our sponsors, and happy crowds. Hooray. Ah, it's nice to be a winner. Ah. Alonso got handed a 10-second penalty and he drops to fourth. Damn it. There is no justice. Some sloppy dribbling forces them to retreat to the foul line, but they just drop the shot anyway. Not a big deal. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think. I think we found a good mix here. You know, I might add a couple other entries in to like switch around, but I think I think it has been nailed. Bulls add another 3 to their tally, but as you can see, it has been just complete domination since the second quarter. A decent poke away of a pass by South Florida disrupts South Carolina's rhythm. They will just send it out from the arc. It does not hit, but it last touches a South Florida player. So the Gamecocks will get him out of bounds. Now 55 seconds to go. They only had 2 seconds on that shot clock, though. Well, I think that I have to go check up on some other news once this game is over. And after South Carolina knocks another one in from inside the paint. Yeah. I think we can... Oh yeah, they're all just relaxing, chilling, having a good time on the South Carolina bench. All right, you got a foul shot to fall. Good showing, Bulls. Hopefully you won't be so unfortunate next year as to get put in this bracket. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The couple of times I saw Caitlin Clark. Oof. She's intense. She is an intense player. Log 3 for the Gamecocks. And oh, the crowd has come alive for that. Of course. 6 seconds left. And that takes care of it. South Carolina Gamecocks will move on to Sweet 16 of the women's bracket, a 76-45 victory over South Florida. Oh, man. Well, at least the first quarter was fun. We proved that the basketball bingo concept works. Yeah, Luke, I'm going to be back on at 6:45 my time for Fairleigh Dickinson versus Florida Atlantic. We're covering the Cinderella stories. But as of right now, that is going to do it for another stupid sports show right now. But like I said, I will be back tonight for some more NCAA action. Thank you for tuning in to support women's basketball. My name is Jim B on 106.9 Click FM. Good night, Milwaukee, wherever you are.